We're back here at WCOBM. We had a little bit of a sound technical issue, I guess, on that first video, but we're going to run this video anyway because you can just, who needs sound when you have body language like that? Where was this at?
This was at the South Point.
That is fabulous. Look at your body language.
That's at the South Point, singing Cherry Cherry.
Oh, wow.
She got the way to move me, Cherry.
She got the way to move me.
She knows the backup parts. Yeah.
I had to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Not that I could sing, but, you know, you're a professional, and I knew you'd help us work with that. Sorry again, folks, about that first video. There was a production sound
glitch.
problem, a glitch. But I turned to Rob because
glitch happens.
He is a glitch.
Okay.
I know it does. You know, you've probably seen it all, haven't you?
Oh boy.
Bring on what was the worst thing that ever happened to you on
Nothing
stage?
surprises me.
What is the worst thing that ever happened to you on stage? Dare I ask?
You know what? I've been asked that question too, and I've never had any travesties happen.
Fabulous.
But I do remember one time where my job was to start the show with my back to. This is when I was in Legends. I was opening the show. My back would be to the audience, and coincidentally, the beginning of Cherry Cherry would start, and then I'd have my guitar, and then when the vocal was about to come in, I'd spin around and I'd sing into the microphone. I'd start singing, and I spun, and my back is into the audience, you know, and they spun around, and the stagehand had forgot to bring the mic stand, set the mic stand, so there was nothing there.
Oh, no.
You know, there was nothing to sing to.
And it wasn't your fault.
No, of course, and then the funniest what made it funnier is that he realized what he did, and he came running out, and he put the mic stand in front of me, but he forgot to put the mic in the mic stand.
Oh, no, it just went from bad to worse. Well, I don't feel so bad calling you know-who then at the beginning of the show. But so you just kept singing while all this was going on?
Yeah, I'm just mouthing the words and
that's
going
amazing.
like, come on, put the mics, you need a microphone, you know.
That's so
You know,
funny. Yeah, so it's a big difference between lip syncing and doing what you do.
Oh,
you know,
no, lip sync is a bad word. Yeah.
That, and also, what do you think of karaoke? It's for people like me who can't sing and just have always wanted to be a superstar. So
I don't think most stage performers are crazy about karaoke, but then again, I'd be lying to say that we all, at one time or another, haven't participated ourselves.
I think it's
I feel weird getting up when doing karaoke because I always feel like the people that are there for karaoke are looking at me like I shouldn't be there doing that.
I do have a funny story.
Right,
I was at a party, I'm not kidding, with Robert Goulet. We were at a private home, and I was standing at the bar with him, and it was back in the day, of course. And the host had karaoke.
I saw him live.
So I'm standing right by him, and I had just seen him on Off-Broadway in Camelot, and I turned to him and I said, well, Robert, are you going to karaoke? And the look he gave me, I mean, he's the nicest guy in the world, but I mean, really, the look that he gave me, it wasn't like, it was hysterical. And then I realized what I had done. Talk about another faux pas, but of course he wasn't going to karaoke.
No. Well, was there karaoke back then?
It was, no, this was in the. It was this was when that's why these people had one of the expensive new karaoke machines.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. He was a great guy.
I mean, I'd be a liar to say I've not participated and at times enjoyed. Just depends how much we're drinking.
Okay. Well, speaking of
drinking
drinking,
and karaoke go together.
Yes, they do.
They go together. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly sober. I'm just tongue twisted today for some reason. Speaking of drinking, though,
yes.
New Year's Eve is coming up. Do you have any resolutions? Of course, it follows Christmas and Hanukkah.
You know what? The thing is, I've never been a New Year's resolution type person. I mean, my resolution has always been, and it's my own personal, but I don't actually make an official, just to do well the next year. I mean, and if I have any bad habits, I mean, everybody has some bad habits, to do better with those things, but I don't dwell on it a lot. I don't dwell, I don't make it a big point to make a New Year's resolution. As far as work more, try to get more work and do what I have to do to. I'm in a tough business, so
yes,
and
you are.
And I happen to live in a town which has been my hometown for many, many years that likes to, that can beat you up. Mm-hmm. It can beat you up.
Yeah, and again, it's just a tremendous amount of dedication. I know a lot of performers work 7 days a week too, And I'm sure the Tommy Wynn gig isn't the only thing that you have going on.
No. Tommy Wynn, they made me because I know one of your questions was, they made me an offer. They called me up and they made me an offer to come in, and I said, let's try once a week. Let's see how that goes. And we've only done one show so far. And I said, and if the one night a week works, we'll extend to 2, and then we'll see how that goes. And because it's my first, quote, residency on the Strip.
Oh, in all these years, really?
Yeah, as far as a residency. Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, I've played on the Strip for years, but not having a residency.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Now, I did the Westgate last year, which is to our home audience was the
Las Vegas Hilton.
Right.
I love that spot.
And,
the Temple Lounge back then, and
yeah. Las Vegas Hilton, of course, is famous for the place that housed Elvis. You know, Vegas has never seen anything bigger than Elvis. Still today.
Yeah, to this day.
And and I got to see him there 18 times.
Boy, where did you find the time for this between all your...
Because I was a kid. Yeah. I wasn't working. And
he was a little BC before Christine, actually, but it's okay.
Okay, the Christine, in the Sting?
No, I said BC before Christine.
Before.
I mean, I never got into this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't get into him till later because I was more 70s, I guess. But I was so always into Neil Diamond. How could you not be? Like you said, he just crosses all genres, ages, whatever. He appeals to everybody.
He does.
What does your mom think?
Well, she was this is my line with my mother. My mom's gone now, and I had two very hardworking Jewish parents from New York City, and middle class. And my mom would say, because her son was a Jewish boy, so my mom would, and all mothers expect their sons to be Jewish mothers expect their sons to be
non-Jewish mothers too
expect their sons to be doctors and lawyers. And she said, well,
I have an engineer.
You didn't quite you weren't a lawyer, you weren't a doctor, but Neil Diamond is that's right up there.
God bless her. She must have had a good sense of humor.
Yeah, very good sense of humor, and she loved it. She was very, very proud of me.
I have no doubt. I'm absolutely sure. And if she were here, I'd tell her what a gentleman you are too. We've had a couple issues here. Some people just take it so personally, and you just waltzed right through this and had some solutions to some problems.
It's doing this for 35 years, and nothing phases you.
Consummate.
Nothing phases you anymore.
That's wonderful. I hate to sign off here, and at the bottom of each hour, I do tell people about what is coming up in Las Vegas, updates and things, and it's weekly. If you miss any of the information or need more information, go to www.vegasonlyentertainment.com under Vegas VIPs. As I mentioned to you, and I've got to say this, I saw Terry Fader's show last night at the Mirage, and I laughed until I started crying. It's fantastic, and it's just adult enough to keep the adults' attention, but children can go too. He does Dougie, the annoying stoner neighbor. I mean, there's just so much going on, and it's witty, and really, it's a show that you have to see.
You're a very talented man.
Yeah,
very,
and you do have to go see Rob's show too. We should all get on Facebook and just mass attack him for all those people like you were saying about the Friday shopping and cyber shopping and all that. There's a ton of NFR, the National Finals Rodeo, all kinds of shopping and forums and events going on from the South Point to the MGM to the Convention Center. We're running out of town. I'm running out of town. But we're running out of time here. I am running out of town. So he's waving at me. You got to sign off. But please go to www.vegasonlyentertainment.com under Vegas VIPs. You will find everything that's happening there in Vegas this week. And there's a lot going on. Can't thank you enough. You're a gentleman and a wonderful
you for having me.
Performer.
Had fun.
It's all fun. It's all good. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, and I will see all of you next week with the Shekels family from the Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs. Take care. God bless.